Brad Williams, XL Prime. What's the percentage of B5 by total B11? What do I mean? Here we have, and it doesn't matter. We could take any of these totals. What we want to know, what percentage is 181 of the total? Here's the total. How do we get the total? We just sum it up. How do we get the percentage? Well, we take this 181 divided by the total. If you want to copy this down, what do we need to do? We don't want anything in B11 to change. When we copy this formula down, B5, B11, what do we have to do? We have to put in absolute reference. Why? If not, I'll show you. And what we do, just copy this and hit F4. And hit F4 again. And hit F4 again. That's in relative terms. Copy down. Control down. What happens? We get, oops. Don't ask me why that didn't stick. F4, 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 enter. Now we're in relative terms. The term when you remove the dollar signs between the letter. Control down, and we get a collision. Why? What happens? Well, let me ask you this. What happened? We've gone over the errors. So what happens when you see a div error? Isn't that typically zero, dividing by zero error? So B6 divided by B12. What happened? Go down here. B10 to B16. So it's saying we're dividing this by this. You see what happens when you don't include the absolute value? This number has to stay in place. And hence, that's why we have absolute values. So when we copy this down, B5 will be B6. But guess what? B11 is B11. Go down here. B10, but B11 doesn't move. And one other thing, this is just a test right here. It is 100%. But when you're doing percentage activity, just test it. Does it add to 100? If it not, then something's screwed up. In terms of this stuff right here, the appearance, a lot of times you're going to get this output and you're going to go, I need percentages. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You can do a couple different things. You can hit Control 1. You can hit percentage, but that may take forever. You could change the decimal, etc., etc. If time is of essence, just go over here and hit percentage. If you need 3 decimal, you can go over here. You can go crazy. You see where you can extend this, your decimal points? Brad Williams, XL Prime.